Good seeing everybody. There are no injuries to talk about. Everybody's going to practice today. So look forward to the challenge of playing Cincinnati. Good football team, as you'd expect, coming down to the last four teams standing here. So we look forward to the challenge of playing them. With that, time's yours.
What's the comfort level in Patrick practicing today?
Yeah, no, he'll practice. He did the walkthrough this morning, and he'll practice this afternoon.
Do you anticipate him being a full or limited participant?
Yeah, I think we'll see. But, I mean, I think he'll do probably everything. But we'll see, yeah.
What can you draw on from past examples of players playing through injuries and how Patrick learned from that?
Well, I mean, he's had injuries before, so he can bank on, that past experience that he's had. But, he'll do fine. It's just a matter of making sure that he's safe safe as you can be out there on the football field. But.
Andy, is it a case of just wanting to see him get through some things today, and then obviously next hurdles is obviously how does it respond for tomorrow's practice?
Yeah, I mean, is it day by day? Yeah, day by day. Yeah, I'd tell you yes.
Is there one or maybe two things you want to see from him today in practice just to ensure that you guys are headed in the right direction?
Well, just how he functions. He did well in the walkthrough, and we'll just take the next step, Nate. I mean, just see where he's at with it and go with it. Yeah.
Coach, when it comes to McCole, you guys backed off last week, and it sounds like today. Just where is he at?
Yeah, he feels better than he did the last couple of weeks. So that move looked like it worked to this point. And then again, we'll just see how he does every day here. And he seems to be in a good place. Yeah.
Andy, you've spoken about this before, but Kadarius seems to have found a unique spot within the offense, and I wonder if you could elaborate a little bit on how he's been able to do that both physically and also with his ability to grasp the offense.
Yeah, well, I mean, the main thing was that, excuse me, is that he, the hamstring was healthy. I mean, that was kind of the hang-up. And it kept occurring. I don't think, knowing him now, I'm not sure he ever let it get to the healing point because he wants to play. It's one of those things. So I'm sure he was saying, I'm okay, it's, fine. But because of his desire to be out there, he loves to play the game. That's what, that's what I've noticed most is he wants to be in there. So we backed him up a little bit and just made sure that he could be kind of get healthy in that area. And, he's been doing great since. Knock on wood there, but I mean, he's been doing great, yep.
Did you feel like, or do you feel like he had a particularly fast grasp of what you're trying to do?
He's a smart kid, yeah. Smart. Picks things up easy, yeah.
Andy, any thought that Clyde could be up this weekend and also George Ford?
There's a chance, probably more, there's a chance either one, but maybe more Fortson than Clyde, but we'll see how it goes, this week.
You guys have played the Bengals so often in the last year or so. You feel like you know them about like a division opponent at this point with this many games?
Yeah, I would say probably both ways. I would say that they know us and we know them. And, we're all searching for that little extra thing that you can throw at them. So we've played each other enough to, I'm sure both sides feel that way.
Andy, when you
Coach,
look
you
at
have Isaiah Pacheco, who's, of course, a rookie going into this game. He's never been in this situation before, as starting running back. What are your conversations like this week with them?
Yeah, it's really with all the rookies. I'd just say just be you and go play. I mean, that's learn the game plan and don't be anything more or anything less. Just go play.
Coach, there are people in Cincinnati who feel like they've got something. There's something that they have, maybe mentally. Their players have more confidence against you guys. What do you say to that?
Yeah, well, listen, they probably should. They've won 3 games, so that's I'm sure that's how they feel. But that's okay. We're still going to play the game. So.
Coach, you said both teams are searching for the extra thing to get on top of each other. What did you see from the last game that put them over the top of y'all?
That wouldn't be smart if I answered that, but Oh,
who waive Chris Lamont's, and then all of a sudden you see the Bengals claim him.
sure.
How much of that were you disappointed to see something like that?
I mean, that's part of the game. I mean, that happened. I'm glad he hooked on with another team, so we'll be all right.
Andy, I know, like you said, you weren't going to elaborate on specific points of, what got you a win or a loss, but I do wonder, if you look at the 3 games with the Bengals, is there a commonality of self-induced mistakes that will be a point of emphasis with the guys this week, or any more than usual? Or?
Yeah, against good teams, you can't do that, right? So our guys know that. And 2 good teams playing each other, the littlest thing can throw it to the side, so you got to take care of the ball. Yeah.
Andy, anything we asked when you faced Jacksonville, if there's anything different you'd seen from the November match, then you feel the same way about Cincinnati? Is it kind of the same things you've seen out of them since it's so recent that you've played them last, or is there anything you see different?
Yeah, I'd just tell you they're a real good football team. They're not they don't have a lot of weaknesses on either side of the ball or special teams. So, it's that part hasn't changed from the first time we played them. They're good, or they wouldn't be here at this round. So, that'd be it.
Andy, it's an AFC Championship game. The guys are going to be up regardless, but do you sense that playing this particular team means something to your players?
Yeah, whoever they're going to put in front of you right now, I mean, you're going to be up for the game. I mean, that's and then these 2 teams compete well against each other, and so I think both teams will do that. Yeah.
And you mentioned the Pat's battled through injuries before in the past, and he's played well battling through them. But I guess, is he more prepared to handle it now as opposed to years past in terms of mentally playing the spot or handling it in any capacity?
Yeah, I would probably tell you yes. Yeah, I mean, he had a couple injuries in college that he fought through, but he's had in the NFL with all the games that you play, very seldom you get to this point without having something. I mean, that's just how it goes. And so I think I mean, he knows it. He knows that, and he's pushing through right now. And we'll just see. We'll see how he does here. I mean, you're going to be looking at him like we're looking at him. So.
Andy, with the quarterback dealing with an injury, obviously you have to maybe adjust some things. I just wonder where you feel like your experience, having been the coach for all these years, helps you maybe get a quarterback, obviously maybe limited or hindered by something into a rhythm, to have them succeed in a better place. Where do you feel like your experience allows you to succeed?
Yeah, you know what, Nate? I think we have enough in the game plan where you can kind of pick and choose where you want to go with it, and according to how the players are feeling, while they're playing, and so maybe experience helps. But there's enough in there that you can choose from and work any way you choose to go.
And is that, just a quick follow-up, is that, I think in previous times you said that there might be 250, maybe 300 plays for a certain game plan. Is just having a wider selection, does that also help too? Is that kind of?
Yeah, that's right. You have a variety of things that you can go to. Obviously, you don't use all the plays in the game, but they're available. And so if you have to go a certain direction, you can go that direction with the calls.
Patrick's just mental fortitude and fighting through injury in the past. Are you comfortable he does comparatively very little at practice this week and really all his maybe take on mental?
Yeah, most likely he won't just do a little. He's gonna. I don't think I'm gonna have to go there with that. I might have to pull him back a little bit, but knowing him, I think he's gonna try to do everything, and we'll just see how he does. But I'm sure, I don't know what that number is, Michelle. I mean, whatever the number is, it is that he needs, but I don't think that's going to be the issue.
Andy, Frank Clark's in the top 5 career postseason sacks in the big game last week. What are you seeing from him to suggest he could have another big game Sunday? And what is it about him in the postseason?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's always fired up, but I guess there's a little something extra there that he has, but he's a relentless player all the time. His numbers speak for themselves, throughout his career. But it's quite a record or opportunity for a record there with the sacks and playoffs. So you got to get there first to get them, right? And so he's had a lot of opportunities to do that when he was in Seattle and now here.
Coach, there's a lot of talk about the passing game and both quarterbacks, but the Bengals are a very physical team, and so is the Chiefs. So how much emphasis is that going on in practice?
Yeah, so, both teams are physical, and that's a good thing. It should be a great game to be a part of and for our fans to watch. So right now, though, you're not going to, go and bang each other up before the game and do that. But the guys know that. They absolutely know what you're saying, and so they'll prepare themselves mentally for that. Okay.
Dave Lapham here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realized self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team.
Opportunity knocking.